John went to the store. He bought milk. Read those two sentences. He obviously means John. To you, your brain closed the loop before you noticed you were doing it. The computer looks at the exact same two sentences and sees two character strings. There is no rule that says he points at John. You brought that rule with you. That is discourse. Welcome to video 7 of lecture 3, Discourse, the layer above the sentence, where a paragraph starts to mean something no single sentence in it means, and where computers finally started catching up, because long context makes discourse a lot easier than it used to be. Last video we were still inside a single sentence. Semantic roles. Who did what to whom? Today we zoom out one more floor. Because language does not stop at the period. Paragraphs have shape. Essays have shape, conversations have shape, and that shape carries meaning. Here is the puzzle for today. A paragraph is more than a bag of sentences. Some sentences explain the ones before them. Some sentences contradict them. Some sentences list examples. Those relationships are as real as syntax. They just live between periods instead of between words, and most classical NLP could not see them at all. Today's 3 beats. First, sentence level versus discourse level, where discourse actually begins. Second, rhetorical structure theory, Mann and Thompson, 1988, the tree that a paragraph is. Third, why LLMs mostly got this right, and where they still miss. Beat 1, sentence level versus discourse level. A sentence has one main verb. It says one thing about the world. Discourse is what happens when you start stringing sentences together, and you cannot understand sentence 2 without sentence 1. That coupling is discourse, everything above the period. Concrete example. It was raining. The picnic was canceled. 2 sentences. What is the relationship? Cause. The rain caused the cancellation. Nothing in either sentence says because. You inferred it. If instead I said, it was raining, we ate cake anyway. Now the relationship is contrast. Same first sentence, different second sentence, different relation, different feel. Discourse relations come in a small family. Cause, contrast, elaboration, example, sequence, background. About 20 of them cover 90% of everyday text, and your brain resolves the right one on the fly, using world knowledge that never appears in either sentence, which is the moment linguistics leaks into common sense. Beat 2. Rhetorical Structure Theory, Mann and Thompson, 1988. Their claim was radical for the time. A paragraph is a tree, not a list of sentences. A tree. Each branch is a discourse relation. Some sentences are the nucleus, the main claim. Others are satellites, supporting evidence, background, examples. Take away the satellites, the paragraph still means something. Take away the nucleus, it collapses. This is the same move Chomsky made for sentences in 1957. Draw the structure, get the tree right. Everything else follows. RST said, that logic works one floor up too. Paragraphs have the same nested, hierarchical tree-shaped structure, and a machine that could recover that tree could summarize, could reason, could argue. That was the pitch. Classical NLP tried to build RST parsers all through the 2000s. They mostly failed, because discourse relations are almost never marked on the surface. Because is rare, however is rare. Most of the time you have to infer the relation from world knowledge, and world knowledge was exactly what classical NLP did not have. Beat 3. Then long context arrived. GPT-3 in 2020 could hold 4,000 tokens. GPT-4 Turbo, 128,000. Claude, 200,000. All of a sudden the model was seeing whole documents at once, and discourse relations, cause, contrast, elaboration just fell out of the training. Because they are all over the training data. Ask a modern LLM to summarize a 10-page document and it does something remarkable. It identifies the nucleus, it skips the satellites, it knows the argument structure, it never says the word RST, it never emits a tree, but everything Mann and Thompson wanted a computer to do, the modern model just does, implicitly, in its weights. But there are still cracks. Very long documents, 100-page contracts, book-length narratives, LLMs still lose the thread. Subtle relations like irony or presupposition get flattened. And in fiction, discourse is often the whole point. The structure of chapters, the pacing of reveals, the intercutting of scenes. Models can read all of it, they just do not always feel it. 3 takeaways before the quiz. 1. Discourse is the layer above the sentence. Paragraphs have shape. Relations link sentences. Your brain fills those in silently. 2. Rhetorical structure theory said paragraphs are trees, nucleus and satellite. Classical NLP could not build them. World knowledge was missing. 3. Long context ate the problem. Modern LLMs do discourse implicitly, but long fiction, contracts, and irony still trip them. Quiz 1. What is discourse in computational linguistics? A the way phonemes attached to syllables. B. The layer above sentences, relations between sentences. C. A synonym for grammar. Or D. The pragmatics of a single word. B. Above the sentence. Discourse is where sentence 2 only makes sense given sentence 1. Cause, contrast, elaboration. The relations between sentences that your brain fills in without noticing. Grammar handles inside a sentence. Discourse handles between them. Quiz 2. What did RST claim? A paragraphs are unrelated sentences. B. A paragraph is a tree, nucleus and satellite discourse relations. C. Discourse is only phonology. Or D. Only English has discourse. B. Tree structure, nucleus, and satellites. RST said paragraphs are hierarchically organized like sentences. Some sentences are the main claim, others support them. Remove the satellites, the argument stands. Remove the nucleus, it collapses. Same shape move as Chomsky 1957, 1 floor up. Quiz 3. How do modern LLMs handle discourse? A. They omit explicit RST trees. B. Long context made discourse mostly implicit, but subtle coherence and book-length structure still fail. C. They refuse multi-sentence input. Or D. They only work on single sentences. B. Implicit and mostly good. Still cracking on long fiction and subtle relations. Modern LLMs never output an RST tree. They just do discourse in their weights, which is remarkable. Until you hand them a 100-page contract or a novel, and they lose the thread. Back to the puzzle. We are near the top of the language stack. Syntax was inside sentences, semantics was meaning inside sentences, pragmatics was intention inside sentences, discourse is what happens between them. And next video, we look at one of the most annoying discourse problems. The pronoun. What does it actually refer to? Also known as the reason your smart speaker still sometimes gets confused. Next time, anaphora. The it problem. Why the same sentence with a one-word change flips what the pronoun points at. Why this became the Turing test of pronoun resolution. And why GPT-4 finally cracked it. Hit subscribe.